A Clayton power unit kind of reminds me of a good reggae song. Simple, but it always works. But they were always lacking one thing. So when I made an announcement last year, it created a lot of anticipation and questions. Or should I say, one question. The number one question I get asked on a daily basis is, when are the Clayton Power add-on batteries going to be in stock? And in this video, I'm going to cover the physical size, the capacity, the specs, how to connect, the availability, and even a bit of a ballpark RRP. Subscribe now so you don't miss out on all the latest updates on Clayton, other products, and some interviews that we've got lined up this year. So the first question to answer is, why the weight? And the main thing to understand is that this product serves a bigger purpose than just leisure. Well over 90% of the sales of Clayton power units are to commercial and contract. And these add-on batteries will play a huge part across lots of different industries. So much at stake across all the different industries, it had to be right. They had to make sure all the ingredients were readily available at the right price, even if it took longer. Capacity. There's a 280 amp hour and a 100 amp hour. Physical size. This is important because it will determine how much space you need to leave. The 280 amp hour will be almost the same size as the LPS2, but it will be 6 centimeters less in terms of width, 4 centimeters less in terms of height, 3 centimeters longer in terms of depth. Here's a quick diagram I knocked up to show you the front and top down elevations. Design. It will be the same as the LPS2 and designed for heavy duty environments. It will have a metal frame and a fire retardant high impact plastic casing. 5 LED lights on the front, including the integrated power switch, positive and negative, and 2 data cable connections. It's also got the little grooves for lifting, the same as the LPS2, which means it'll also work with the LPS2 bracket to secure it to the floor. It then has the M8 size connections for positive and negative. It will also have an integrated battery management system and have the same battery chemistry, LiPo4. It will also be ready for serial or parallel connection. It also features 2 CAN bus connections for remote and interconnection. Like any system, whether it's a separate or an all-in-one system like this, you typically want to set the maximum amount that the battery will be able to use within the lithium to preserve the health of the batteries. With the 280 amp hour one, they've set a 235 amp hour capacity, and with the 100 amp hour, they've set an 80 amp hour capacity, so you can see that it leaves a little bit in the batteries to preserve the health. The continuous discharge current for both will be 200 amps. The continuous charge current for the 280 amp hour model will be 175 amps, and for the 100 amp hour model it will be 140 amps. Cycle life. At 80% depth of discharge, DOD, the 280 amp model will be 6,000 cycles, and the 100 amp hour model will be 2,000 cycles. The weight for the 280 amp hour model will be 28 kilograms, and the weight for the 100 amp hour model will be 11 kilograms. Also quick to note that with most systems, if you want to daisy chain more additional batteries, you need to be thinking that it has to mirror it. So if you pick the 280 amp hour model and you want more power, you have to keep going with the 280 amp hour model. Likewise, if you go for the 100 amp hour model, you will have to then keep going with the 100 amp hour model. So you have to mirror the add-on batteries. Here's a quick schematic of how it connects to the supercharger. So, recommended retail price. So this is not set in stone, we've just been given a bit of an indication. The 280 amp hour will be slightly over £2,000 plus VAT, and the 100 amp hour will be slightly over £1,000 plus VAT. And from what we've been told, stock will be available mid to late March. Any questions at all, leave them in the comments. If you are interested in one of the batteries, just send an email to mark@ahoy.co.uk. Katie can then add you to the list, and we'll let you know once we're ready to place the orders.